It's a great mail day. And you'll never guess what I got. If you know anything about me, you know it's cameras. It's always cameras. Especially excited about this one, my X Pro 3 that I'm filming on right now. The screen just broke the other day, the flippy screen. You know, you only have the screen when you flip it out, which is a huge reason why I love the camera. And also one of the biggest downfalls. Instead of putting money back into it, I'd rather just upgrade, get something that works better for me. And so I'm very excited to share what's in here. It's a big upgrade for me. And these, I do a lot of camera reselling. So I did a trade the other day with my new friend Brent, and he sent me a couple cameras and I sent him a couple cameras. But let's get started with this one. Let me go grab some scissors. All right, let's get this baby open. My new friend Cody, who I found on Facebook Marketplace, had this GFX50s listed along with the cuff brake, 63mm f2.8, and the deal was too good to pass up. They are digital medium format cameras, 50 megapixels, and I shoot a lot of medium format film. This is my Mamiya C3, my pride and joy, my baby. You see it up there? I probably shot 150 rolls on this camera. It's like my favorite camera I've ever used. The hand grip is essential. 6x6 medium format. I shoot a lot of black and white on it. I just can't afford to shoot medium format film all the time anymore. And that's the whole reason why I got Fuji. I've loved the Fuji line. I had an XE3 before I got the X Pro. And after a year or so flipping the screen back and forth, finally said goodbye. Cody, I love you. He's letting me do a payment plan. He is so nice, has been great with this whole process. I'm shooting a gallery opening tomorrow for this artist Brian Singer at the University in San Francisco. And I told him I would love to use it for that. So I was like, can we overnight ship it? I'll pay for shipping. I use Shippo or Pirate Ship. Shipping from Pennsylvania to El Cerrito, California, I paid $60 and he shipped it out at 10 a.m. yesterday. It arrived at my doorstep at 9 a.m. this morning. And the self-control to not open it, as soon as it arrived on my doorstep, I've been wanting one of these medium format digital for a long time, and I'm poor. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was like, it's like Christmas Day for me. Oh my god, it's like surprisingly light. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. Mamiya C3 is waist level, so this is nice to have. Let's turn her on. Whoa. No memory card. Dude, this is crazy. All right, the battery's almost dead, so I'm gonna let it charge for a few, and then we'll play around with it. Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay, this thing is freaking awesome. Oh my god. So I'm letting the GFX charge for a little bit, so I figured we could open this other box I got from my friend Brent. If you don't know, I sell cameras over on Depop. I got a bunch of Polaroids on there and some cool film cameras, but he had found one of my listings for this Polaroid passport camera I had, and he hit me up and he's like, are you open to trades? And funny enough, we're both from the East Coast, and we have a mutual friend from college I went to. So I sent him 2 cameras, and he sent me 5 cameras. They came in a couple days early. This arrived at like 8 a.m. and then the GFX arrived at like 9 a.m. Big day for me. All right, let's get into this bitch. He sent me a couple Polaroids and a little Digicam and a little Nikon point and shoot, and hopefully I'll get all these up over on my Depop short. You know, by the time this comes out, they'll be up and listed and posted and available for you to purchase. Damn, Brent, you packed this shit good, bro. Get a little room, because like the gallery wall, I hung all this. I think it looks cool. Oh, this one's dope. So this is just a little Polaroid 600 cool cam. I love the red, and I think it matches the shop really well. Paint marks here, which I like. It's got a story, it's got character. Look at the strap still wrapped up. I got another one like that too. I love the cool cam here. And what else we got here? Brent, I appreciate you bubble wrapping these so well. Another Polaroid Sun 600. This one's got the blue. I love the blue like chrome on it. And then we got, there's another Polaroid in here. Polaroid Super Color 635 CL. The rainbow stripe on this is just so nice. Oh, is there film in here? Oh, but I needed one of these. Thank you, Brent. I use these, if you didn't know, the Polaroid battery is in these packs. So if you have an empty pack, you can use it. You can put it in other cameras to test them and see if they're working. And I had one here, and I sold the Polaroid the other day, and I accidentally left it in that camera. And so you have to go buy a whole nother pack and shoot it all to get an empty one. Maybe you can find them somewhere, but you know, people just throw these out. He sent me this little Kodak Easy Share Digicam to pop some batteries in here. Also love the red. It's still got the screen protector on it. 14 megapixels. That's like pretty good. I might give this one to my girlfriend. And last but not least, ooh, this is nice. This is a little Nikon Zoom Touch 470 autofocus. Perfect little, point and shoot to learn on if you're looking to get into film. Standard 35mm, everything's automatic. It's got a flash. Oh, it's working. Empty, yes, I know. Ooh, look at that zoom. Perfect for anyone who's just looking to have a little something on them. 35 to 70 macro lens on it. Get some cheap film for it. Bring it on your next vacation. Thank you, Brent. You're the homie. We're both big camera collectors and have a bunch of unique, weird. We like the weird, quirky ones. Once the GFX is charged, I want to test it out in the shop, take some photos of the store and, play around with it a little bit. And then I think I'm going to go to this other shop, Narrative, which is a crazy vintage store I haven't been to yet. I want to see if they'll be cool with me taking some flicks of the shop. The GFX is charged. Let's take some photos. I need a memory card. First impressions are really good, way more lightweight than I expected. I'm going to pack up here. Look at the shop. She's beautiful. The lights look great. We're open Thursdays through Sundays, noon to 5. You know I gotta put the plug in. I'm about to head over to Narrative, hoping they let me just photograph in there. Let's go. Just pulled up to Narrative. I'm not gonna bring all my shit in, probably just the GFX. I might bring my bag in, but I'll show you all the pictures. Okay, so it's been about a week since I got the GFX, and I've shot some cool stuff since. I got a new hat. I wanted to share with you guys what I've been shooting. Wanted to share my thoughts about the camera, how I'm feeling about it, what I'm enjoying, what little gripes do I have with it. Everyone's gonna have their gripes with any camera. But so far, I've really been enjoying it a lot. Let's crack a seltzer. Ready? Whoops. So the first thing I shot last Thursday in San Francisco, I got in touch with this artist Brian Singer, aka Some Guy, to shoot his gallery at the University of San Francisco, which was such an incredible opportunity. I'm very thankful for it. So the show is called What the World Needs Now Is, and it's at the Thatcher Gallery at the University of San Francisco. I'd never been on the campus. It is beautiful. The gallery it's so interesting and cool, and it was really fun for me to shoot, being a big square format guy. But this show, a lot of Brian's work, I'll just read you from this what it is. Part cultural anthropologist and part creator, Brian Singer, also known as Some Guy, is a San Francisco artist whose projects range from installations and participatory projects to intimate works with books. What the World Needs Now Is brings together Singer's artwork from the last decade to examine censorship, American history, social movements, as well as his own mixed ethnicity. You really gotta go see it in person. I was blessed to have some one-on-one time with Brian when we went and shot. He's been an artist in San Francisco for like 25 years. And as somebody who just moved to the Bay back in February, almost 7 months ago now, I can't believe it's September, I was fascinated. What is his background? He's been, doing this for years and years, but a lot of his work revolves around social movements, our political climate right now, and there's an interactive part of it. The main piece of this exhibit is this life raft filled with ball pit balls, and it's participatory, and you're supposed to, find one, write something, what does the world need right now? And then, the responses range from very serious to 69. You just never know, and that's the beauty of having something like this open to the public. It was very fascinating to capture and watch people, write and who's writing what, and all the life rafts behind it. All of the writing on them is made with gunpowder. He uses banned books to create these very intricate and crazy detailed, large scale pieces. You really got to go see him in person, and the message and meaning behind all of it is very important. Felt very honored and blessed to have some one-on-one time with Brian and to ask about the work and the meaning behind it all and the materials used and how he does things. The patience this man has is mind-blowing. The glass is broken glass from car break-ins in San Francisco. This is the American flag and the Japanese flag woven together because he's mixed heritage. These are all chopsticks like glued together. It's crazy. And the GFX captured this detail so well. One gripe with the GFX, it doesn't have the film simulation I really like to use. What is it? Eterna? Something? Yeah, the E1. And then after the gallery event, I went to Golden Gate Park since I was right nearby. I didn't spend a ton of time there. I had my backpack on, which had other camera gear. I was coming right from the gallery, but I walked around with the GFX a ton. I was like, I'm in San Francisco. I live in the East Bay. It's golden hour. I'm at Golden Gate Park. It would be a missed opportunity. And I had a wonderful time. My back really hurt. I had to take the public transit all the way home. You get the point. And then on Saturday night, my good friends in the band Just Friends, the Bay Area party people around the world, played the halftime show at the Oakland Roots game. If you don't know the Oakland Roots, they are the Oakland soccer team, and Oakland sports have been very bucked over the last couple of years. The city has really bonded over the Roots and having this sports team here. It's at the Coliseum where the A's used to play. Sam, singer of Just Friends, my good friend, I used to live with him. He's a huge Raiders and A's fan. It was very full circle for him to be able to play the Coliseum, and I was stoked I got to be there and capture it. I love shooting sports games. I've shot some medium format at the Giants games. To walk around the GFX was so much fun. I'd never been to the Coliseum either. So what do I like and what do I not like so far about the GFX? There's the detachable viewfinder. I found 90% of the time I have not even had it on. I come from shooting medium format film, waist level, and this is so intuitive with how it shoots waist level. And it feels more low-key, out in public, putting the camera up to your eye. People get weird sometimes. I really enjoy the waist level. To be able to shoot it square as well, waist level, is great. It kind of feels like shooting medium format film in a way. One of my gripes is the lugs, the strap lugs, which I took off yesterday because they were bugging me. They're kind of clunky. I'll put some pictures in. My strap is getting all tangled up and everything. What I would like to get is the hand grip here, like on the C3. I would like to get something like this for it. This feels good to me. And this is heavier than this. Yeah. I walk around for like hours with this thing and I don't mind it. It feels better to me. I don't like having a strap. I usually have it wrapped around my wrist. I would use this handle, but it's the Mamiya proprietary. I can't put it on this. The dials feel very good. You hear that? That's what we want. The screen here, phenomenal. The shutter sounds good. And the depth of field on this thing is insane. That medium format sense, I'm like, wow. The crispness, I will say the autofocus from time to time will miss exactly because that depth of field is so shallow. You really gotta like nail that focus. I've been using the focus check mode. I took this kind of self-portrait on this USM unit in the shop, and I definitely needed it for that because it was such a narrow margin. I had a couple others that I missed. The autofocus was not gonna work for that. Battery life has been great. The screen also goes this way, which I like because this is nice to shoot as well. And it just feels really good and intuitive. And if you know a Fuji camera, you're gonna get the hang of it relatively quickly. The focal length has been throwing me off because on the X Pro, I usually have the 23mm, which is a 35mm equivalent, kind of like what all the X100s have. The past 3 years, it's the only lens I've ever used besides the wide angle, which I only really use for concerts and things like that. This is a 63mm medium format, so I believe it's equivalent to about a 50mm. I've found that I've had to take a couple steps back a lot of the time because 35mm is like, it's like what our eyes see, and so now looking through this, I'm like, okay, I found that I have to take like 2 to 3 steps back. The X Pro 3 had, I think it's 26 megapixels, so now to be up at 50, the ability to crop in so much and still retain so much detail definitely unlocks like a whole new creative aspect as well. If something didn't work in the moment, to be able to crop in a lot afterwards, I think is a huge advantage. I've only been shooting the JPEGs and the files aren't terrible. I was worried about that. This camera came out 8 years ago. I've never been a spec gearhead. It's always been what works best for me and what do I enjoy shooting on. I feel like a lot of people are gearheads who want the newest and latest things. I would love the new GFX100, whatever. You know the one. I don't have $6,000. And the deal I got on this, it's unbeatable. I just want to shout out Cody again. You are the homie for hooking this up. It takes time to learn a camera and become more comfortable on it, but even in the last week I found that I'm getting the hang of it more. There's little things, you know, oh, the play button is in a different spot, oh, this is in a different spot, but those things will come with time. I feel like this is going to unlock a lot of new creative avenues and aspects and allow me to do a lot more and enjoy what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I also got all those cameras that we unboxed up for sale on my Depop. Feel free to check them out. I would love to give them new homes. Freddy's shop, come by. I got them all in store as well. I don't know what's going to come of this YouTube channel. There's been lots of creative growth lately, and why not document it? I was always nervous to be in front of the camera. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. What the fuck was that? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.